Leo, how are you, my love? Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. I hope you are doing really, really well. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to your March 2020 love reading. I know we are almost through with the month, but I'm hoping that this message reaches you just in time, okay? So for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, welcome in. I am so excited to have you here. I hope you enjoy your message today, and if you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. So thank you so much for allowing me to reconnect with you. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. So my love, we're going to go ahead and jump into the cards. Please remember that this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with your current situation. If you find that this does not resemble what you're going through right now, then by all means, throw the entire reading out the window. It's not going to resonate for every single Leo out there, okay? However, for those of you where it does resonate, it's going to resonate very, very strongly, I feel. And if it does, I hope it provides you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. Okay, we will be doing an extended reading after the general reading where we'll go a bit more in depth into the person that you're connecting with, their feelings for you, their intentions for you, as well as what the advice is from spirit and your higher self in order to overcome the obstacles at hand, as well as what the long-term outcome is likely to look like between you and this person, either with or without this person. Okay, so it's at that point in the reading where we could see new love if there was new love. All right, just to throw that out there. I'll leave the link for the extended in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with the link to my website in case you'd like to book a personal reading with me, okay? So Leo, let's go ahead and see what this month, what energy this month is bringing you or has already brought you, right? So let's go ahead and see. For Leo, we're going to pull from the Wisdom Oracle first to get an energy. Then we're going to pull from the Kipper deck to get a little bit more concreteness to the storyline. And then we're going to pull from the Tarot. We'll do a full Celtic cross spread, which we will also fully clarify. All right, so let's see. Wisdom Oracle, what do we have here? What energy is Leo connecting in, please? Ooh, imagine. So for some of you, you could be fantasizing or dreaming of somebody. Okay, you're kind of like, there's definitely a sense of distance, which based on the recent events, yeah, mending. Based on the recent events, okay, there is definitely a feeling of distance, of imagining what could be, right? So this could be playing into a possible choice on whether or not you want this person around. Time to go is a 45, to be fair. So let's see. So for some of you, you're imagining where things could go between you and somebody. Okay, you could be coming to an end of a certain cycle with another person. You know, if you are leaving a cycle with someone else, you are heading towards a new connection, or you are making yourself available for a new connection. You're kind of imagining what that life outside of the old cycle will look like. Okay, and again, just a lot of distance. For those of you who are connecting with someone, right? There's not really a person that you're coming away from, but this is a new person. You are coming to the end of what you understood your relationship to be, and you're creating a new atmosphere, a new environment for your relationship. In this case, I am feeling very much like distance is making the heart grow fonder for some of you, where you and somebody that you are connecting with are realizing that not being with each other is really stoking the fire, and it's making you want to close the distance that maybe before, when the availability was more consistent and things like that, maybe you guys didn't have that interest. But now that there is a forced distance between you and this person, it's almost like, wow, I actually realize that I kind of miss him, I miss her, you know, I really miss being around them, you know. And so it is causing for some of you to really feel like compelled to be closer to somebody. But for others of you, it's interesting, it's doing the reverse, right? It's making you kind of fantasize about walking away. Being in close quarters with somebody who you can't stand is making you realize that you actually, in the long term, once all of this is over, you want nothing to do with them. Okay, and this is about kind of getting to the heart of the matter, right? To be fair is the overlying energy here. Okay, a 38 reduces to an 11, which is a master number. Okay, so it is about beginnings, and it is about having a beginning on a fair, a balanced beginning, right? A fair beginning, one where you are just, it's completely based in honesty. It's completely based in honesty. Underneath that is never ending story, which talks about people who maybe have issues opening up, and that tends to be their downfall. You, Leo, or the person you're connecting with has an issue being vulnerable, has an issue with opening their heart up, and that could be what's brought you guys to this point of somebody here wanting to walk away. Now, Leo, keep in mind where this energy may not resonate for you, it could be the other way around. This could be reflecting the person you're connecting with. Okay, but definitely a feeling here that for some of you, this is the weed out period, y'all. This is the weed out period. Honestly, with all of this social distancing and isolation, it's really putting you in close quarters with people who you may or may not actually want to be with. And it's amplifying that. It's amplifying your truest desires. And it's getting to a point now where you are really starting to lay out some sort of internal dialogue and a plan where you're just asking yourself, all right, it doesn't get any realer than this. I really don't like being with this person or being married to this person or depending on this person or whatever. I don't like it. And where before I could distract myself with my work, well, guess what? I'm not allowed to go to work anymore. So now I am face to face with a decision because I'm not sure I can handle this. I don't think I can take it. I don't think I could take this. And then for others of you, you're spending time alone or just away from somebody who you are realizing now you actually want to get to know better. And it would be a shame if through all of this, you were unable to have that opportunity to deepen the connection, to contact them, to see how they're doing, to spend time with them. All the times you told them that you didn't have time, expectation under the deck, all those times you said you didn't have time or you had other more important things to do, you're realizing you're kind of kicking yourself in the head, or at least somebody is, Leo, saying, well, I really wish I could have just been with them. I could have just been with them. And I could have monopolized my time, and now here I am away from them, wishing I could be with them. I'm pining for them, right? Someone is pining here. Expectation is about a brief pause, waiting. Okay, 28 is a 10. So again, you guys are entering a period where you guys could have been seeing each other consistently. Now you're not, and vice versa. So somebody here could be waiting on a message. But overall expectation talks about a pause and seeing what's going to happen next, almost like a 3 of Wands feel. So you could be waiting on a message, but maybe there is no message to receive. You could just be waiting for things to get better overall, waiting for an opportunity to make itself available so you can see this person, or so that you can consult an expert in divorce, or so that you can, just a feeling of waiting for a message or waiting for the right time to deliver a message. Okay. Let's get 2 cards out here for Kipper, please. Leo, March. Let's see, that one slipped. March 2020 for Leo in love, please. March 2020 for Leo in love. What do they need to know? What's this energy reflecting, please? What is this? Walking away, imagination. To be fair, what is this energy involving, please? Expectation. Oh, expectation again. When spirit speaks, they speak big. Okay, we've got false person also. Okay, we've got false person. So again, yeah, it's like somebody here, Leo, somebody's been holding their feelings back and now the truth is coming out. It's as simple as that, honestly, because with child underneath, the 18 reduces to a 9. This is about coming to an end of a cycle, okay? The cycle has not yet completed, but we're getting to that point now where whatever the intentions are that have been set for this cycle, whatever wish you've been trying to fulfill, whatever has been your desire, it's coming full circle practically at this point, okay? So this could be the opportunity you've been waiting for, okay? An opportunity to either be single from somebody or an opportunity to, get closer to somebody. But I do feel that some sort of process will be begun, okay? Nothing, obviously at this point, nothing can really come to fruition overnight, right? But someone here is going to get the ball rolling, Leo. So the truth is coming out. Someone's confessing their feelings to you, whether that be in a romantic, tender, I love you sense, or if that's in a, listen, we've been together for so long, or we've been together under these circumstances, and the truth is, I really cannot anymore. I love you as a friend, or I love you as a co-parent, or I love you for everything that you are, but I don't feel like I am the person for you, whatever the situation might be for you. The mask is coming off because you or the person you're connecting with is realizing that they cannot sustain this. They cannot sustain it. They need to break free from this energy. They need to break free from the constant facade, the constant lying, the constant, fake smiles, or the constant, no, I'm not thinking about you, or it's unbearable. If somebody here really enjoys you, you're gonna see it. They're gonna say, I miss you. They're gonna tell you, this is killing me. I can't wait to see you again. Plans will be beginning to be made, right? The conversations are gonna start. People are really gonna unlock their hearts and really speak what's on their hearts. So Leo, I mean, and I feel that's everybody, you and the person you're connecting with. I do believe that in this case, just for our environment right now and for everything that is occurring right now in the world, it is making us reevaluate where we stand in our relationships with people and what's important. And it does make us have a lot of those, it has us really thinking long and hard about what we see ourselves engaging in once everything lets up, because this has only begun, right? All of this has only begun. Yeah, investment, Seven of Pentacles, looking at what we've invested in, asking ourselves, do we continue to wait? Or do we walk away from it? Things are at a pause right now, right? A lot of our affairs are just kind of out in the nether right now, right? Whatever you were doing in school, work, your relationships with people, your ability to join with them in events, everything has been put on pause. And it's allowing us to really take a look at what has grown and what has not, because a lot of the times, Leo, we can really get ahead of ourselves and use success, monetary success or material success, as a way to drown our sorrows, right? We don't have to lose ourselves in the bottom of a bottle, right? We don't have to lose ourselves there. We can lose ourselves in work and doing these really really extraordinary things. And we say to ourselves, well, at least in the meantime, I'm doing something productive. So I'm kind of channeling my anger and my frustration and whatever's bothering me at home, or whatever inadequacies I feel like I have, right? Maybe you want to go back to school for something, but you feel like that wouldn't, maybe you're not cut out for that particular profession or that career. And so instead of just accepting the challenge and going with it and risking it a little bit, you tell yourself, well, I already make 6 figures in financing and I hate numbers, but honestly, I might as well just lose myself in the money of it, right? So we can tend to distract ourselves and lose ourselves in things that are less important, because it kind of takes away from the pain of dealing with actual problems that we might have with people or with our jobs. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is definitely, I feel, not just a Leo energy for you, right, Leo, but definitely an energy that many of us are sharing right now. But overall, this connection that you're in, Leo, you are reevaluating it. You're asking yourselves, do I stay? And if I do, how do we get the ball rolling? How can we make this better when this is all over and we finally get to resume business as usual? Where will I find myself? And then others of you are going to say, well, I realize now that when this is all over, I want to be alone. I want to be alone and unattached. So how can I get a piece of that? Right? So let's see, Leo. Leo in love, please, March 2020. Leo in love, March 2020, please. Spirit guides, guardian angels, goddess of God. Spirit guides, guardian angels, that right there is it. That feels really good. Let me put this over. Yeah. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, okay? The Four of Pentacles in this position speaks to not being willing to move yet from what you're holding on to, okay? This position, this gentleman or this woman, right? Gentleman in the picture, but could be a feminine energy here. This person kind of recognizes that they should not be holding on. And so that miserly feeling that typically comes with the Four of Pentacles kind of melts away. In the opposite, you have somebody who is desperate to hold on, and despite what they're seeing is in development outside that window, they don't want part of it. They don't want part of it right now, either because they feel like they can't or they shouldn't. Now, for some of you, could be most of you, Leo, you know, we are in isolation, so this just speaks to you guys saving. It speaks to you guys preserving your health in whatever way that you can, staying home, you know, just really you're pumping the brakes, but really well, which is good. You're preserving the things that are most important, your resources, your time, your health. Okay, but don't allow it to scare you too much. All right, Leo, because the thing is, with that miserly energy, what happens is you begin to adopt this lack mentality, which then when all of this lifts and things improve, you might have, not even realizing it, adopted habits that now keep you from your ambition and keep you from pursuing new opportunities and keep you from pursuing really fulfilling connections with people, right? You have this, I need to be safe, I need to save, I can't go out, I need to kind of energy. And it's okay for you to choose to be in that energy when it's appropriate, but then you have to remember that you need to flip that switch when the time comes on. So just be cognizant, be self-aware right now that if you're not careful, you could slip into a lack mentality. However, this does just overall, Leo, speak to you guys just hunkering down, saving your money, and kind of putting a pause on everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Okay, so Leo, for some of you, you have 2 jobs, right? You've got some side hustles, side gigs. That's pretty awesome. But definitely some juggling here between you and this person. Could be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person wants to message you. This person wants to communicate with you. Oh, wow. On your mind, you just want comfort. You just want comfort, Leo. You could be connecting, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, very strong. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very strong. You're feeling left for dead on something. You're feeling like you're over it. Yeah. Like you don't really want to move right now. Now, the thing is that you want stability, right? You want the end all be all, right? You definitely want this. If it's not an earth sign, it's just somebody who has really made it known to you that they are willing to take care of you in all of the ways that are most important to you and important to them. Like you guys have that mirroring, that those mindsets and those opinions and those virtues, right? You guys mirror each other in that sense. But somebody here is icy. Somebody here is defensive. Somebody wants to communicate a truth, but they're afraid. Okay. Recent past, there was an opportunity. And there still is, okay? Still is. But you or the person you're connecting with is over it. Someone's afraid that because of everything that's transpired, you know, someone's just going to discontinue the fight. You know, that there's been so much that this person has endured or that you've endured. All this manipulation, all of these challenges. It's like, do I want to stay and fight the next battle, or am I kind of through? Right? Somebody here is withdrawing right now. There's no communication. Somebody wants to speak though. Someone wants to speak up. Someone wants to speak up here, Leo. But they're really hesitant. Somebody is very overwhelmed though, with the Two of Pentacles being your current position, okay? Excuse me. There is definitely a feeling here of things being in transition. You could be connecting with a Gemini. The Lover's card just tried to come out. Definitely overwhelm, a sense of transitioning into something new. Okay, possible decision though. You or the person you're connecting with could have multiple options in love, in commitments, opportunities to grow with you, to grow without you. There's options though. Okay, so let's see, what are we looking at for Leo, please? Let's get the clarifiers out to get a little bit more into this. And I will show you the cards. I will show you the cards, Leo. Give me 1 second. I just want to get all the cards out so you can see all of them together. Okay. Leo, please clarify this couple card spread for Leo. Let's clarify this spread for Leo. For love, March 2020, please, Leo. In love for March 2020, please. It could also be that for some of you, it's not so much about a message, someone wanting to come in to communicate. It could be that this is not moving as quickly as somebody would like. And so while there is movement, it's moving very slowly and somebody is becoming very impatient. Okay. Under the deck for the clarifiers is the Page of Pentacles. So again, could be connected with a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Okay. The Page of Pentacles talks about a student. So, oh wow, we missed... Leo, we missed a card when I picked up the clarifiers deck. And what was it? The Two of Cups. So we're leaving that out. Okay. This is obviously about a romantic partnership. Okay. This could just be, you know, a friendship, a business partnership if it's also friendly, right? But definitely a mutual relationship, a mutual connection here, a mutual love. But the Page of Pentacles usually indicates, for me, I think student, right off the bat. So for some of you, you know, there's something about work and school and just the tangibles in your life, maybe time, how to manage your time, you know, knowing how to manage your resources, something here that just, you know, is requiring a little bit more strategy and just a little bit more of that juggling that we're seeing here. Okay. And that's just affecting everything that's going on currently between you and your partner, you and the person that you're connecting with. For others of you, though, this is just about having the opportunity, right? In the recent past with the Ace of Pentacles, it's about having that opportunity, being given the pentacle and being like, you know, as the noob with the pentacle, you're thinking to yourself, where do I plant it? What is the recipe to make this grow? What do I do? I need to study. I need to find out as much as I can about this opportunity, about this commitment, about what it's going to take to make this grow. And I am willing to become a student of it. I'm willing to study it. I'm willing to study you. I'm willing to study everything I need to know about how I can make our relationship work, even though I am working so many hours, even though I do have to travel for work or for school. Like, I want to know how I can make this work. I want to know how we can make this work. What do I need to do? Right? So if Leo, if this isn't you, this is the person you're connecting with, somebody here is really trying to make things work in a practical sense. There's a ton of pentacles. So this person wants to manifest whatever might have been plans, whatever might have been a choice in love, a connection that you guys share. They want to make it happen. Okay. So the Page of Wands now is coming out, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So a lot of the time the Page of Wands is seen as at a crossroads. The Page of Wands is first plan of action is to figure out which way to go. So with the Two of Pentacles, right, this is about having a lot of passion, a lot of unbridled passion towards a person, towards you. You could be connecting with a Leo, Aries, Sag. This could also be you. But somebody here is just juggling a lot in terms of where they're going to aim their passions, okay? They could be in transition with a fire sign. You could be in transition with somebody, juggling a person and a responsibility, trying to figure out how you can make things work with this person. But overall, this is a sense of direction. Where do I go? How do I make these things work? Okay. Yeah, it could be, this is, so the block, okay, the block is the Knight of Swords. So you could be connecting with a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. This is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So you are either connecting with a person who is very, this is the block, right? So it would be somebody who is right now focused on other things. They are not focused as much as you would like or that they would like to the connection. This may not be a person. This could just be indicative of speed or communication, in which case it's moving very slowly. It's trickling in, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, very slow. You're focused on one thing at a time. somebody here wants to say a lot more or wants to do a lot more with you, and they just can't, right? They're very focused on something else, not as focused on the connection itself, okay? This person could be working a lot more if they work in the healthcare, in the healthcare sector, right? This person could be on the front line. Definitely someone here is not as focused. They're not as focused on this connection as you would like, okay? They are focused on something, but it looks like they are maybe just trying to get their money together, trying to get their resources together so that when the pressure lifts, then they can actually do something with you. They can actually take this relationship somewhere. But it is feeling kind of like you're being ignored by this person. Now here's where synchronicity really does just speak for itself. On your mind, we've got the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. So you're thinking about longevity with this person, right? You're thinking about longevity with this person. You could be thinking, again, if that's an air sign that you're connecting with. But if not, you're just thinking about how can you get to the Ten of Pentacles with this person as quickly as possible, right? You want to be able to build with them. You want a family with them. You want to be able to really feel comfortable. You want to feel complete. You want to have a family. You want to be married or have certain commitments in place, right? You just want to live your best lives together in whatever way that might look for you. And it's just, you want it now. And ironically, it's the one thing in the world right now that is not able to manifest right now. Okay, in your heart space, you have the Queen of Swords with the Fool. So you could be connecting with an Aries, more Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. But this is kind of like, for me, I'm getting a feeling here of someone wanting to take a risk, but knowing better. Someone wanting to take a risk, but knowing better. So you could be receiving, what little communication you are from this person, you know, possibly about meeting up, right? Opportunities to meet up. You're at a crossroads right now in terms of opportunities and commitments and how do I make it happen? Maybe this person is trying to convince you to leave your house and to do things and to be with them and all of that. And in your heart space, you're like, well, I kind of know that I have people I live with who can't afford to get this infection. So if I do contract the virus, now what? You know, like kind of like saying you shouldn't be taking that risk, right? For others of you, it's not so much that that's the kind of that's the kind of communication you're receiving, but it could be as well that emotionally you're just not ready to take that leap of faith. You are, you know, right? The Queen of Swords is often described as the divorcee, right? The scorned wife, so to speak. It's the person that just has learned a lot in love and is not so quick to give her heart to the next person who says that they love her. So there could be an attraction, which I do see that there is, and there is a lot of decision making in terms of how to move forward with you guys in this connection. But there's also an understanding here that just because there's an opportunity doesn't mean that it won't crash and burn like the last one did. So you're just trying to take it easy. You just want to be able to achieve what you want with this person in the time that it takes. But I think it's funny because, Leo, you or the person you're connecting with is afraid to make an emotional leap of faith, right? You're not really wanting to open your heart, not yet. But then you want all of this lifetime energy with them, right? You want to be married to them, you want to have this life with them, but then emotionally you're still like not ready, right? And that could explain why it could explain why you're at this crossroads right now. Be careful that you're not trying to fit this person into a role, okay? Make sure that it's not just that this person meets certain criteria. Make sure that you actually really do enjoy this person. Okay, you don't want to fall into the trap of thinking only about the money or only about the status of being somebody's wife or husband or the fact that this person may be good looking or whatever it might be. Don't fall into that trap. Make sure, Leo, that if this is someone who you really do have a mutual attraction to that goes beyond the physical, that you take your time with what that physical life looks like with them until emotionally you are able to open up, because that's how you really end up in a relationship that feels fulfilling. You don't want one to lag behind the other. Take it easy, take it slow, and don't make any commitments until you're already kind of letting that person into your heart space, right? Yeah, you see the Five of Swords coming back up. Let me go ahead and just lay these cards out, okay? Could be connecting with an Aquarius, a new beginning. Leo, if you have heavy earth placements in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I'm getting I'm getting if you have an earth rising, this is going to resonate a little bit more specific to you. A lot of mirroring energy. Your King of Pentacles just showed up. Yeah, something here is over. Something here is definitely over. And because I'm seeing the Five of Swords coming up twice. Ah, Leo. So you're thinking you may have sabotaged something? You're thinking you may have sabotaged something. If you're connecting with a feminine energy, you may be afraid that this person's going to take advantage of this distance and start something new, but without you, and they're going to be happy doing it. You feel like there might have been some manipulation either on your part or the person that you're connecting with that has somehow deterred this person from feeling like you guys have something really strong going here. Someone may be afraid that this person you're connecting with, that they're connecting with, is going to begin dating other people, which will essentially just kill this person. There's a mutual attraction, but there isn't real acknowledgement, right? Like there's a lot of desire and wanting, possible planning. But something in the recent past with the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords speaks to some, maybe some disagreements, or, someone really having a nasty attitude about, just a difference of opinion, right? It's just a mental conflict. People getting into fights, someone insulting the other one, someone offending the other one. Someone maybe you, Leo, felt humiliated by somebody, or maybe you were the offender because it was a way to lash out at this person just from conditioning, right? Just from knowing what you will and will not accept in a relationship, but it hasn't really gotten there yet, right? It hasn't, there's a possibility between you guys, but from what I'm seeing, this could have just started. Again, the Two of Cups is a deep connection, but it's also just that sudden, you see each other from across the room, and you have that moment where it's like a mutual, oh, I want to get to know that person, but it's not a friendship yet. It's nothing yet, right? Except a connection, which either you create more intimacy with that connection, or you pull away and create distance, and now the connection is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? So with the Page of Wands here, there might be somebody who you started having a physical situation with. And in the recent past, there was an opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles to commit or to make this real in some way. And someone here challenged it. Someone here hurt another person's feelings, either because they do want that opportunity, so they try to muscle the other person into wanting it too, which made that person kind of wary, oh no, I'm not, I told you no, you're telling me yes or else, we're not doing this. Or it could be, that there was some sort of manipulation over not wanting it, right? Wanting a connection, and then wanting a commitment, and then somebody being you want a commitment? Who does that? Who does that? We just started dating. We're just having sex. We're just, I didn't agree to this. But again, it's just that feeling of being challenged and being made to feel humiliated, or making someone else feel humiliated. Okay, now coming in, you do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Or somebody who just an energy overall of nurturing, of having all the resource and abundance that you need. For some of you, the issue here is that you're pregnant. So now where do we go from here? The person you're with is fairly immature, right? They're immature. You told them about what happened, and now they have a crossroads, right? They feel like there's an option here. They might be trying to convince you to do something you don't want to do. Or they feel like you're trying to convince them to do something that they don't want to do. And it's really just rubbing everyone the wrong way here. Okay? But in terms of this feeling of abundance, right? This having everything. You have also the Nine of Pentacles with the Star and the Ace of Wands. So you could be connected with an Aquarius. For some of you, this is about somebody possibly taking advantage of this distance to create something new elsewhere. Okay? So if you don't abide by this person's rules, they might move on to somebody else. Okay? However, I feel like because this is reflecting the Queen of Pentacles, Leo, this is not going to be your situation. You're going to rise above this. Okay, you are going to feel very abundant. Your health is going to be on point. Your money is gonna hold strong. Okay. With the Star card, yes, there will be distance, but I do feel you will be getting closer to your wish fulfilled. And I think without you even realizing it, anyone at this point who pulls away from you is actually freeing up some much needed space for an actual wand, if you get me. For those feminines out there that know what I mean by wand, wink, wink, they're making space for a real wand to show up and throw itself on that table. You know what I mean? So, but for others of you, right, this is just an opportunity for passion, an opportunity to really exercise your thrills, just being able to feel like finally with the Star, I do feel like the Star talks about this long stretch of time between now and when this period of isolation is over. In that time, you are going to continue to enhance yourself, work on yourself, take care of yourself, stay on top of business. For some of you, this is about you having your own business and not even feeling what's happening right now. If anything, it's helping the grind even more. And you're just getting your plans together. You're getting your plans together. There's reevaluation here. You know you don't want to step into this with this person. And by them leaving or by you deciding you no longer want to be with them, you're like, you know what? Life is good. Life is good. Okay. Now this could be a male with the Queen of Pentacles. This person would have a feminine energy about them. So more receptive. Right? More receptive kind of individual. This person is single. They have a lot of passion for you. You guys are probably communicating online. There is a distance here. Okay? There is distance here. But I feel like when everything is over, you guys are going to vibrate very high together. I don't know why, Leo. I feel like you're dealing with multiple people. Because the energy is very shifty, right? You go from the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords and dreaming about them. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be your energy, of course, right? But definitely a feeling here of coming into contact with somebody who is very mature, who is willing to put the time in, who is willing to nurture a plan. Or you yourself, Leo, coming more into that energy, coming more centered, becoming more go with the flow as the stars align. Let me just prepare my business and keep it moving type of energy. Okay. Now you see yourself as the Ten of Swords with the Two of Pentacles, which is already where you are, is in the Two of Pentacles state. So again, you see yourself as kind of coming to an end of a painful juggling cycle, right? Whatever it was that you were trying to juggle, whatever commitments, people, time slots, whatever it was that you were trying to juggle, you've brought that to an end. You are the person that you're connecting with. There's no more of this. And it's been done for a while. Okay, it's been done for a while. You've been done mentally. You've already kind of hit that limit. Right? Mentally, you're just kind of hitting that limit and you're just in transition at this point. You're between one person and another person, or between one responsibility or commitment and another responsibility or commitment. You're just kind of in between right now. You're making it work. You're emotionally, you're mentally spent. You're mentally done. Like you're fried. But you are also still trying to make multiple things work. But with the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to pick something. You or the person you're connecting with is going to pick something ultimately and just have an opportunity to grow that pentacle, grow that commitment with the person, or grow that commitment to yourself, or to just whatever it is. And you're going to wait, right? You're going to be able to, it's going to manifest, but over a slow amount of time. Why do I say that? Because in the environment, you've got this Knight of Pentacles, more Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, with this extra card that came with the deck, which I use as like a purely sexual energy here. Not purely sexual, it's a mutual attraction, but you know how the Lovers can sometimes represent a big choice needing to be made? I kind of designated the energy of this card to be not a choice, but just lovers. So a soul connection, just a physical attraction, a soul connection. You may or may not be physically involved with this person, but it's where you would like to be, and it's mutual. Okay, so in the environment, you do have something here that is growing, something here that is becoming more, okay? Something that either already is here, right? And you are waiting to see if maybe a commitment comes of it, and it is. It's just very slow to move. Okay, it's just very slow to move. Leo, whoever this is from your past, or whoever this, there's two people here. There's two people here. One person is just dead wrong. The other person is, they're made out of some good stuff. They don't make them like this person anymore. Okay, you guys have a lot. You guys have a lot that you can build together. Your fear is that whatever drove away this Page of Wands or this Knight of Swords or whoever this person is from your past, or not your past, I want to say the person who you're trying to put in your past, you get me? You're afraid that whatever drove them away with the Five of Swords is going to drive away your King of Pentacles. Because I feel like whoever this is, you feel like this person is truly your match. You're afraid that whatever this person said to you is real, and that this person that you're connecting with is not going to want to rise to the challenge of being with you. That you're so crazy, or that because of this thing that you're demanding, or this thing that you desire, or this thing that's growing, or this thing that whatever, the thing that you require of your partner, you're afraid that this person that tried to convince you that what you were asking for was too much or unreasonable, you're afraid it's going to be right. But the truth is, you Leo, you set your price. You set your price, and people who don't want to pay it are going to make you feel dumb for the price, right? How many times do you walk up to a place that's selling things, auctions, or, wherever you might be able to kind of like barter goods and haggle down? How many times do you see these people come in, look at an item and say $15, $10, $5? Like, are you crazy? But that's all they've got in their pocket. That's all they've got in their pocket. So some page is going to walk up to you, Leo, and is going to be like, a career, a car, the ability to pay my bills on time every month. Like, girl, I'm struggling. What do you mean? I'm out here like the rest of us. I'm just barely making ends meet. Or, boy, I'm just barely making ends meet. Like, you want me to help you split the bill? What? Like, that, like, they're gonna look at you side-eyed because they can't live up to that standard. Is what you're asking for unreasonable? No, there's someone out there who's got their shit together and is gonna be your match. They're gonna pay the price because they've got it like that, right? That emperor, that empress, they come through and they pay that price twice, 3 times, 4 times over because you're worth it. Someone else is going to come through and be like, all right, Leo, you're playing games. Like, that could be us, but you're playing games right now. Like, you really want me to do all that? How about you just hold me down? We'll work this out. And over time, like, but Leo, I feel like you're not there. You're ready for someone solid. You're ready for something solid. You're not trying to help people overcome their challenges. You want someone who's already kind of figured it out because you've already figured it out. You're afraid what this person said in the past, or this person who you're putting in the past, what they said is true, and it's not true. They're full of it. They're literally so full of it. I could vomit all over these cards, but I will not do that because that would just be disgusting and just wrong on many, many levels, and I don't want to be disrespectful. So, your outcome is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so just kind of checking out, keeping yourself out of the game for a little bit. You're just, there's a missed opportunity here, and you're okay with it. You're okay. You are not going to put yourself in a situation that leaves you vulnerable when in reality, you know how to pick the cream of the crop from everyone else. You know when someone is a real go-getter. You know when somebody here is really ready to commit and put their foot down and be the person you need them to be. Someone who you're letting go of right now, or someone who you're still, I can't even say that you're letting go of them, because the truth is, like, you have the 10 of Swords here, but then you're still juggling, so mentally you're checking out, but Pentacles, right, you're still trying to make it work because maybe you guys live together, or maybe you guys just have a lot of things, you guys have a lot of connections together, kids, maybe you share children, so it's just like you guys have a lot of things going on where, like, you kind of already know that once this is over, you're done with this person. And if you're not done with this person, right, you're just done with whatever inconvenience has shoved itself in the middle of you guys being able to move things forward. All right. So clarifying the Four of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords again, right? So for some of you, this is about being afraid, right? Being afraid that someone who you could have had more with is going to go out and date, right? And because you didn't jump on the opportunity sooner, they're going to go and they're going to partake in their other festivities and their other people or their other person or whatever, and you're going to feel kind of silly. But remember who you are, Leo. You know better in this situation. If this person wants to go out and put themselves at risk at a time like this, then let them go do that. Honestly, it's their life. It's their life. And the truth is, the kind of person that would really be compatible with you, because you are coming up as a very mature energy, the kind of person who would understand where you're coming from is somebody who would never in a million years make you feel pressured to meet with them under these conditions, knowing that there's a lot at stake. The person that you would be connecting with who's worth it is not that ignorant. And I say that profusely, ignorant. Because anybody at this point, Leo, who is not taking what we're going through seriously, just hasn't even been reading. I'm not talking about watching the news. You read actual peer-reviewed articles, please. Look at what we know so far about the virus. We know very little, definitely nowhere near enough. But we know enough to know that we should be very cautious, and we should really be staying indoors and isolated for a while, okay? So you know this, Leo. The person I'm connecting with right now, the Leos that I'm connecting with, knows this, and it's annoying them that this person cannot see that. And so now you feel cornered because this person is out here acting like a child. Let them act like a child. Who cares? Right? You're better. You're better than this situation. Okay? Everyone's allowed to be where they're at. And I feel like you've kind of tried to speak your piece to this person to no avail. And if that's the case, let them be where they're at. That could be in the hospital next week. That's them. You know? So 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords. You know, there could be fear here, but there's also just a feeling of realizing that there was, that there was something, an opportunity that you were thinking was going to make you feel worse about missing, but in reality, you're just kind of done anyway. Right? Like you thought that you were living a fantasy with this person, right? Thinking like, oh my God, this friendship is beautiful. And ultimately something happened. You said, you know what though? Like all the fighting and all the things I'm finding out about this person and all these truths that I'm finding out about this person, each and every one of them hurts me that, you know what? I don't want to be with this person. I'd rather just wait on new and see how this new thing goes. For others of you, right, the outcome is that once everything here is over, you are right now in this feeling of not wanting to compete, so to speak, in dating, and you don't want to go out there and spend time with your friends or spend time with the potential options that you might have in love. And it does bother you so much, Leo, because all you want right now is to go out and party and go out and spend time with your friends and go out and reunite with the people you want to reunite with. Maybe, you know, this person who's sex only, or that you just have a physical connection with, maybe that's all you're about too, right? Like you have your finances on point, but you're not, like, you want to have a little fun, and you don't need this person to be like that too. Like, you know, like you don't need them to have their stuff solid. Like you just need them to be down for a good time. Like that's okay, you know, but it's just driving you. You're like stir crazy right now. Okay. So it's about having options for when this is over, but for now, just kind of keeping your distance. Okay. But somebody here is definitely holding back, possibly afraid, confused about whether their friendship with somebody is real, if it's going to withstand an ending, if it's going to withstand the exhaustion that's been brought on, right? Being intellectually tapped out, not being able to really give much to this mentally anymore. Somebody's just distant, defensive, right? And I say that drawing back to the Queen of Swords energy, which is in your heart. Because if this isn't your emotional state, this is the person you're connecting with's emotional state. Very defensive. Like you know better than to take a risk. Excuse me. But it's going to be okay, Leo. Whatever this transition is, it's bringing you to either a more understanding and mature person, or it is pushing the person who you are currently with to be more mature. Either this person rises to the occasion or falls back and makes the space vacant for somebody who is actually qualified for the job. And I feel like all of that is riding off of whatever this truth was. Whoever this Knight of Swords is, this truth that was communicated either by you or the person you're connecting with, there's something here about that truth, this communication that resulted in these feelings of conflict, right? Humiliation or selfishness. Right? There's definitely something here that has shed some much needed light on how somebody really feels, and it's allowing you or the person you're connecting with to decide where to go from here. It's a difficult decision because I do feel a lot of things are in transition, and someone here doesn't want to just make it a clean cut because the consequences, you'll have to live through the consequences for the next few months, especially if you live with this person. You kind of want to rip the band-aid off, but you can't because you don't have everything, all the tools needed to properly dress the wound, if that makes sense. You'll be taking the band-aid off just to leave it to air dry, and that's not how you treat this situation, right? That's not this particular situation anyway. So Leo, we're gonna go ahead and take this to the extended, my love, okay? Now I want to just let you know, Leo, if you have stuck with me for this long into the reading, thank you so much. If you have, well, I haven't been too vocal on it, but in my last reading for Cancer, I did kind of let you guys know that I have been getting back-to-back sick. Thankfully, it has not been the coronavirus. It hasn't been COVID-19. But I did get the flu. I got influenza B earlier in the year, followed by a really bad case of the flu. A bad case of the cold. So it's been a lot. My immune system has just been kind of crumped. And I am recovering and I am feeling so much better these days. But you can kind of tell... and my energy stores are not normal because I do tend to go a little bit slower toward the end, and I do tend to fight with my words a little bit more. So I don't want to keep on sitting here more and more time going by, Leo, without you guys receiving your messages, because I know I'm 5 signs short. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. I hope that this has served you. Thank you so much, Leo, for allowing me to be with you. I love you so much. If you have watched all the way to the end, oh my God, we're biffles. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I really, really do. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Guys, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the extended reading where I will go into the person you're connecting with, their feelings towards you, their intentions towards you, what the advice is for you to overcome the obstacles either between you and this person, right? It looks like communication here, or just a lack of focus on the task at hand, putting speed on the situation. Whatever this block is for you specifically, we'll go into the advice to overcome that, as well as what the long-term outcome is likely to be for you and the person who you are more concerned with. So if there are multiple people in this situation, the outcome is going to likely reflect either both people, right? Or it's going to reflect the person who you feel most this reading is about. Okay, if you want to see what's going on with you and the new person, that will probably be addressed, right? It'll probably be addressed, as well as what might be going on with this person who you do eventually leave behind. Okay, or however way it resonates, Spirit always has a way of communicating just the right message for whoever it is that you are watching for. So Leo, I will see you there if you'll join me on Vimeo. The link is down below. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for being with me. And until next time, I am sending you all my love. Mwah. I love you.